All right, y'all, it's time to get to work. You already know what time it is. It's time for another solo level in the rise video, and today we're going to be talking about the developer notes that had just dropped today. Of course, there's going to be a ton of information that had came out regarding the workshop of light, characters, and so on. Right. So let's just go right up to my waifu. Right. So over here at the information desk, just remember, guys, she's my waifu, not yours. It's not the same. So we're going to be looking at the dev note. Okay. So basically, it should be somewhere around here. Okay, so we got the developer notes, right? It says right here, developer note, finally, to Demon's Castle, right? So, of course, I covered this on a previous video, basically regarding Baron and all that stuff, and I talked about it a little bit, but we'll just go over it a little bit today as well as we go through it, right? So basically, there's going to be developer notes, and these developer notes are going to be consisting of current an update that's going to be coming very shortly, probably like next week or so, right? So first up, we have the Workshop of Brilliant Light, Demon's Castle, Lower Floors. If you're not familiar with this is basically like a new game mode. I believe it's a weekly type of game mode, and you fight it and you try to get as high as possible, and you get rewards for it, etc. And it's mainly going to be done just for the gear itself because there's going to be new gear sets. If you haven't seen it already, I did have a video previously talking about the 3 gear sets that are going to be coming in the future, which is for the Workshop of Light. So if you haven't seen it yet, probably look through my videos and you'll probably find it on the channel. So let's just get right into it, and we'll talk a little bit more extensively of what they have written down here, right? So Workshop of Brilliant Light is a challenge type content where various bosses appear. You will encounter powerful bosses, but you can weaken them through various methods and use these methods to gain advantages in the battle. Excerpt from a previous developer note. Hunters, get ready to face the ruler of lower floors of the Demon's Castle, Vulcan. So I did speak about this previously, that Vulcan was going to be one of the bosses for the Workshop of Light, and that he is going to be weak to water, or he should be at least based on the knowledge we know from if you've done story or not. And of course, naturally, most of the bosses that they have in the game, they don't really change too much of their typings. They usually keep them the exact same, right? Who mercilessly punished numerous intruders with a large blunt weapon made from the branch of the World Tree at the Workshop of Brilliant Light, Demon's Castle, lower floors. Vulcan, whose immense size matches his greed, awaits intruders at Demon's Castle. To tackle the fire attribute Vulcan, alright, so just like how I just mentioned earlier, he is the fire attribute, so you're probably gonna need water characters. You will need to prepare skills and hunters associated with the water attribute. So basically, this whole fight, this whole Workshop of Light thing is probably going to be done with your hunters, not with Sun Jinwoo. Hunters who have conquered Demon's Castle's lower floors at Workshop Brilliant Light will have the opportunity to obtain higher level artifacts. These artifacts will be granted with innovative set effects different from before. So I did cover the 3 sets. I did mention this earlier in the video. Basically, I did cover the 3 sets that are going to be coming out, and they're in the earlier video. But if you don't know what they are, there's the 3 sets is basically a set of, it's called something of blessing, one of curse, and one of greed, right? So it's gonna be like the 3 sets. They do have they're very very overpowered compared to the current sets. I'm kind of curious how this is gonna shape up like the game itself, because there's gonna be a big shift in how you build characters now with these new sets coming. Considering a lot of them are really strong and powerful compared to these sets. Now, there might be occasionally some characters that might be better off having 2 mixed different sets between your armor and your accessories, because this new set obviously goes up to 8 set effects, which means you have to get a full slot for your armor and for your accessories as well. So it's like I said before, it's going to be very different to how we normally farm gear. Our team hopes to obtaining these higher level artifacts will help you power up your Sun Jinwoo and hunters and make it more enjoyable to tackle previously difficult challenges such as reverse mode and battlefield trials. Hunters who have received the Workshop of Brilliant Light invitation, it's time to become even stronger. So yeah, I already covered a lot of this in previous videos, etc., and my thoughts on it, and obviously the gears. So I'm not going to go into too much more into detail on this. Pretty interesting. They do say to tackle previously difficult content. Reverse challenges, kind of hard, yeah. Battlefield trials is kind of debatable, I'm not going to lie. But yeah, let's continue. On the stage, prepared for the day of reckoning. How will you proceed? Now we have the growth experience. In the previous developer note, our team mentioned we were preparing an event to assist with artifact growth. Yeah, so the artifact growth in this game is absolutely toxic. I swear to God, sometimes when you actually upgrade the mats and it'll be like 40%, that thing just doesn't go up, man. Like it's 40% and you'll be down like 30 in artifact enhancement chips for no reason, even though it's a 40% chance. Like nobody can get that unlucky, and you use like 2 at a time, and it's like, why? How's this happening, bro? Like the rates for that happening is like 0.01% or some junk, but it happens very frequently. So hopefully they do make some good changes to it. This event is scheduled to take place after the June update. During the event period, salvaging artifacts will receive fragments imbued with mana power based on the enhancements here, 1 to 20, and the equipment rarity. Very interesting. So we're going to be getting those mana materials that we normally get, and then we can use them to exchange and stuff, like the low tier grade manas and stuff. Well, we'll see. I was kind of hoping that they would kind of like change into artifact enhancement chips or something. That would be much better, at least in my opinion, because that's the biggest issue I have, is just not having enough artifact enhancements, considering how much gear bricks so often. The artifact salvage event can be accessed through the event tab, right? Okay, so it's an event. Fragments imbued with the mana power can be exchanged for various growth materials, including artifact enhancement chips. Oh, okay, my fault. I guess I just jumped to conclusion, but it's only for the event, right? So hopefully this is something that they end up changing in the future and make it more of a permanent feature. Additionally, level 73 artifacts obtainable from the workshop of Brilliant Light can also be acquired through the exchange, so please look forward to it. Okay, so that's probably going to be like a starter wave, right? Just to get started. There'll probably be a few pieces of gear for that you'll be able to exchange for just by like obviously salvaging some of the stuff that you already have. Not bad, not bad. Only a matter of basically if you get the right stats you want, right? That's going to be the biggest issue. So a new hunter will join the gate raid. So this character is actually already in the game, model-wise. The character is already in the game. You may have seen her already previously inside your lobby. This is going to be the new character. As you can see, the character is going to be coming with a skin. So that's so far with the release of Chai-In and Alicia. It seems like they're going to be keeping this same consistent formula where they release the character and the character does come with a skin. I'm not going to lie, I actually really like the skin. Very performance kind of magician-esque kind of gear equipped, like armor or whatever you want to call it, like appearance-wise. It looks really nice. And of course, you have the stockings. That's my favorite part. Anyways, very interesting design. Magician. Interesting. So she might be ranged. Of course, when she does actually, like, we do get more info and skills, I'll probably do another video talking about her skills, probably if you should summon for her and what's her best gear, etc. The American Hunter. Holy, is this our first American Hunter? Bella Fisher, who went to China to find her biological parents, also known as the Aquamarine Ripples. Maylene Fisher will join the gate raid. Okay, so this is basically a new character coming. This is probably the animation that happens after you like beat a stage or something. I'm not going to talk too much about that because, of course, there'll be a future video for that. Future improvements. In addition to the already announced support for multiplayer in Battlefield Chaos. Okay, so this was a big change that was actually really needed in the game. So basically, if you were doing your gems, it was so annoying. Like, oh my god, you don't understand. Just doing 3 runs of pure cancer and you have to do it daily, and it's like these bosses, they're not easy, they're hard. Like, you're fighting these bosses and they're just not dying, and they take like the run takes you like 5 minutes basically, and you got to do it 3 times a day. I'm basically wasting 15 minutes like instantly like that, just on that alone, not even counting encore instances, gates, none of that. It's absurd. So I'm glad they're making some changes to that right now. And the removal of artifact unequipping costs up to plus 15 enhancements in the June update. We are also preparing various other improvements. So, in my opinion, for this feature itself, for being able to unequip and remove artifacts, like removing the cost of unequipping artifacts up to enhancement 15, I'm not going to lie, if you're going to go all the way up to 15, at that point, you might as well just remove it completely because you're just 5 off anyways. At that point, anybody who's already at plus 15, they're already probably going to fully invest into that piece of gear. So I just think that Like they're most likely not even going to remove that piece of gear on the character anyways. I just think they should remove that feature completely. Give players more flexibility in being able to swap out gears and put it on characters they want to use, right? Because no matter what, at the end of the day, if you're trying to run a full team, you're still gonna have to have multiple gear sets anyways, right? So I don't know. I don't know why this is like that. I personally believe they should remove that entirely. That the artifact gold cost thing is just so dumb. It's so dumb. According to Sun Jin Woo's achievement level, rewards will be added to obtain heroic blessing stones, heroic runes, and more. I mean, I'm achievement level, like I don't know what this is referring to, but I am level 80 in the game if that matters. So very interesting to see what happens there. In the bond system, rewards will be improved so that upon pressing the reward button, you can claim all available rewards at once. This is so important. Like, bro, I still have all my bonds untouched because I was like, I'm not going to touch every single one to claim them all. This is ridiculous. This is the same issue that the challenges have for your milestones. It's for like when you start the game, or even now, because I'm obviously I didn't just start the game, but I still have the challenges, right? But I have to click every single one by one. This had to be changed. This is a nice update to it, right? This is going to be good for current players and future players. So I don't got to worry about this dumb bond system thing where I have to keep clicking every single thing. The poison and skill frequency of the Battlefield Trials Floor 35 boss Kamula will be, or Kamula? I may have butchered it. It is what it is. Will be adjusted downwards. We noticed that many hunters were struggling with the skill frequency of the Battlefield Trials Floor 35 boss. Kamula, despite attempting strategies such as using break, utilizing hunters like Libor and Parkegian with Purify. Therefore, we decided to decrease the difficulty. I'm gonna be real. This definitely had to get changed. There's a lot of issues, especially if you're, let's say, a free-to-play player and you don't have all these different characters. It's like very difficult to actually get to attempt this and complete this with like certain strategies, because now you need such a specific requirement to these things to actually do it that a lot of people feel gate kept by this specific boss, right? Not that it's too important, because in my opinion I've never had any struggles with Battlefield trial enemies, but that obviously isn't the case for, like, let's say free-to-play players and stuff like that, right? Because I'm not free to play, of course. So good change overall. There's a lot of things in this game that actually have to be scaled down and toned down just a little bit, because I feel like they're just a little bit too difficult for players to actually beat at the moment, unless they invest a lot of time and a lot of resources in. Like, I mean a lot, like 1 month plus, right? And that's like min-maxing at peak. Issues where attacks targeted the wrong enemies or empty spaces after Shadow Step will be fixed. The only issue I have with the Shadow Step is when I'm fighting a boss and I use my Shadow Step, it would normally always try to target someone who I'm like really close to rather than targeting boss. So for example, I kind of wish that it would be more prioritized on bosses rather than actual mobs, because I don't think anybody cares about Shadow Stepping to a mob. The mob is gonna die in like 5 seconds. But to the boss, it would be very nice and important and helpful. The artifact filter, previously consisting of only one effect, will be subdivided into main effects, sub-effects, and exclude effects, allowing for more detailed filtering. This enables the display or exclusion of desired effects only. This needed to be changed as well. This is a nice quality of life to be implementing into the game. I really had it was one of my pet peeves with this game, is simply due to the filtering. I can't seem to find the things I want because they're all over the place, and just kind of the way they have it set up is just really awkward and weird for me. Maybe that's just a me issue, but I really didn't like the way it was it was. Related information will be displayed in the boss information for monsters with freeze resistance. Okay. I don't think that's too important. Most bosses they can get frozen. But I guess it's a little nice thing to have just in case you don't know. Furthermore, our team listens closely to the feedback from our hunters and continuously strives to provide the best possible experience. We have also created a platform for hunters to share their feedback in order to offer a better service. We kindly ask for your active participation so that we can actively improve any shortcomings. A survey will be conducted separately soon. Very interesting. They have been listening. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually surprised. This is like one of the very rare few Netmarble games where they actually listen to the player base. So this dev team is absolutely killing it in providing to the needs of the consumers, so that way you can get things or make your life easier so that way player retention is easier to satisfy and maintain, right? Okay, let's see. Now we got the Battlefield of Time Season 2 Balance Adjustment announcement. Our team has been contemplating as the Battlefield of Time progresses. Firstly, we have noticed that more hunters are unable to claim the achievement rewards in the Battlefield of Time than we anticipated. Of course, there are also hunters who enjoy the content with various strategies. As Battlefield of Time provides rewards such as Rune Fragments, Shout Energy, and Essence Stones, we aim to provide additional buffs for those who exceed a certain amount of time and ensure that the effort is rewarded with results. The second concern is the tendency of strategies favoring specific weapons. Hold up, before we actually get to the weapons part. So for the first part that they were talking about and specifying, I think a good way to manage this is to make a lot of the things that are very, like, if you want to have strategy for a lot of the players, because of course there's players who want to just get the rewards, and then there's players who want to be the best and just be on top. I feel like if you want to make an incentive, put something that isn't pay to win. Like, for example, put something that isn't resource based. Like, for example, put maybe background images or maybe skins. Well, no, maybe not. Yeah, actually, skins would be pretty nice. Skins, avatars, frames, stuff like that. Put cosmetic things inside of there, so that way you kind of give people the incentive to want to strive for higher, but without feeling like they're forced to having to do it, right? Because those things won't increase like the strength or power of your account or anything like that, but they're kind of nice things that are entertaining, and some people actually hold value to those kind of things like skins, etc., and stuff like that. Like I myself, I like skins, right? But like majority of the skins that are in the game are just like pay to win skins, right? Like you just got to spend money for them. It's ridiculous. The only ones that you really get that aren't really pay to wins are usually the ones from Sun Jin Woo's like stories and stuff like that. It's just like, what about the normal hunters? Like they're all gonna be pay to win, you know? Or not pay to win, but like paid. Like it's just ridiculous. I feel like they should have like more routes and avenues to get certain skins, right? Kind of like what Epic 7 does when you have to do RTA to get high, so that way you could get like nice skins, like whatever those skins were called. I don't remember what they're called. Haven't played Epic 7 in a while. The second concern is the tendency of strategies favoring specific weapons. It's a situation where strategies are often repeated until a specific skill achieves maximum damage, or where clearing with just one well-timed attack. That goes for a lot of content in the game. It's all about timing the boss's patterns, and then basically using that one specific moment to do like maximum amounts of damage. I don't think this is going anywhere, no matter how much they try to change this. This is always going to be a thing as long as there's different actions and patterns that a boss can do at certain specific times. Everything is coded. Eventually, like, unless it's completely randomized, everything is majority coded, and you can have the bosses do almost the same exact pattern as they usually do, stuff like that. It's very easy to always time for specific moments to get the maximum amount of damage for one well-timed attack, or even if it's a multiple flurry of them, right? So we'll see, but I don't know. I feel like this is going to be very difficult. We'll see. Our team believes that providing enjoyment through diverse gameplay experiences is essential. I believe so as well. Therefore, we aim to adjust the balance of appearing monsters to encourage the use of various weapons in Season 2. Oh, that's nice, that's nice. Gives us a little bit more sense of, like, we're not repeating the same thing, everything's different, right? More detailed information on the adjustments will be reviewed at a later date. It's probably not even going to be at this next coming update. It'll probably be a little bit later. We'll see. I'm not entirely sure. And here we go. We got some bangers going in. Holy, hold on, wait. I can't let you just see that just yet, bro. Wait. Just hold on. Let me cook first. Summer is right around the corner. In celebration of this, our team is preparing a grand summer festival. Who could have thought most gacha games come with the same formula, same pattern? Every time it's summer, you already know what's cooking. I already knew. I was saving. You know it. I know it. The booba is coming, okay? We are working on various content such as limited stories, event bosses, and mini games that can only be experienced during the Grand Summer Festival. Though these, we aim to provide you with new and exciting experiences. They say new and exciting, but it's probably not going to be that new. A lot of the times they're not really innovative on things, but they kind of use their same formula from a lot of their other games. This limited stories, yeah, it's probably going to be a little summer story event, a little beach party or some junk like that. Event bosses is probably going to be a boss that you can do to get resources to exchange, kind of like the capsule draw. Mini games, actually that might be the capsule draws, maybe the mini games. The event boss might be some kind of little ranking event thing, who knows. that can only be experienced during the Grand Summer Festival, blah, 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 read all this. We're releasing an image under development first and kindly ask for your anticipation. So you guys already kind of saw a sneak peek earlier because I kind of like, I was kind of rushing into it, but yeah, that's right. I'm interested. You're interested. Your whole family's interested. You know it. I know it. Everyone knows it. Holy, like, what am I looking at? Okay, so like, I'm a Huang glazer, but when I see something like this, I think you guys might change my mind because, like, wait a minute, I think I might start using Emma more because now they're starting to cook something up. Like, what am I looking at right now? Like, hold on, who let these guys cook, bruh? Like, more skin on Emma, like, that's what we wanted. We got a lot from Sale, but we want a little bit more leg action from Emma and all that. A little bit more body action. They kind of know what the players want, so we all know this is gonna sell well if they make it paid. But I'm hoping they decide to make this free and you could just get it from the event, right? I'm praying that they just make it for the event, right? Kind of make like all the characters that are already released, the standard banner characters, just have skins that are like more accessible to anybody rather than just making them paid. I hope it's not paid, but knowing them, considering what kind of skin this is, a summer skin, and then it's Booba and it's Emma, I feel like they're definitely going to market this and try to monetize on that. So I hope not, but it's definitely a lovely skin. I am going to be getting it no matter what, because naturally, if it's paid, I'll buy it. If it ain't paid, if it's from the event, I mean, I play the game, so I'm going to get it anyways, right? Our development team will continue to communicate with hunters through the CM notes and the developer notes. That's nice, and then all that good stuff. And then, as you can see here, we got a new code, so make sure to redeem this code. I'll probably have it in the description below as well. Basically, you just have input this code and you'll be able to get 1,000 essence stones, a lucky skill rune chest, and you're cooking. The lucky rune skill chest, don't sleep on the lucky skill rune chest. Don't sleep on those. Those are cooking, even though they be hoeing you half the time. I'm telling you, when that thing hits, bro, you know it. You feeling good. And then the essence stones is nice. Bit save for Million Fisher when she releases. Nice. So basically, new code solo dev note. Be sure they put that in. Let's see what else they got. Okay, well, that looks like that's about it. Let's see what the community is thinking about it. A lot of them seem very excited about it, right? Yeah, I don't see really any issues. Another water hunter. Why? Need good dark or wind hunter, please. I mean, yeah. Kind of sucks that we're getting another water hunter. I don't think we need another dark. I think because you have Bake, Silvermane Bake, you have Limtag U, and I feel like Wind is kind of one of the lackluster ones. Definitely Wind. Wind, all you really have for DPS is Huang, and then Wu Jinchu is kind of like half baked. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a Wind Hunter definitely would have been nice, but he's right on the Wind Hunter thing. But I'm not gonna lie, Huang is all you need. Huang is the strongest DPS in the game. On God, trust me, guys. I know what I'm talking about. Please believe me. Strongest hunter, bro. Real shit. But yeah, that's going to basically be it. Let me know what you think about the developer notes. Obviously, there's a lot of new content that's going to be coming. A lot of things that we should be excited to see. All that kind of stuff. So, hey, I mean, they're cooking. They're listening. That's all we could really ask for from a company, right? Is to actually listen to the player base. Because as long as they happen to maintain the consumer and their needs and stuff like that, the game should be fine, going in a good direction, right? Because a lot of the players make your game, right? Like, they'll kind of play and do things, and they'll kind of figure things out, what are bad for the game, what are good for the game, what kind of ticks off the average person, and what kind of excites the average person, right? These kind of help them with their marketing decisions, and that way they can easily make money later, right? If they try to market something, they can easily make money because they'll know what their players want, right? So hopefully they don't market too much, of course. But yeah, basically that's about it. New Emma skin, new character that's going to be coming out in about a week's time, something like that. Workshop of Light is also going to be coming on the rise as well, so make sure you got your water characters ready to go, your Sayo, your Alicia. If you're pulling for Milia because you do not have any water, well, make sure you get her. Just get her if you don't got any water monos, because you're probably going to need a water mono to clap Vulcan, right? So yeah, that's basically going to be it. That's all the stuff for the dev notes. I appreciate you guys for watching the video. Your support is very much appreciated. And of course, as usual, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.